So good evening. On behalf of the board and our volunteers and our refugee clients, I'm proud to accept this award as we commemorate the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Best remembered as an activist for civil rights in the United States, Dr. King was a tireless advocate for human rights worldwide. And Neighbors for Refugees is honored to have been considered worthy of recognition for our efforts in support of the rights of individuals and families from across the world who have come to the United States seeking refuge. Neighbors is an ecumenical group of volunteers with representation from several churches, synagogues, and secular institutions in Larchmont-Mamaroneck. We came together in 2016 in response to a refugee crisis precipitated by the civil war in Syria, and our work started as a partnership supporting Syrian refugees. We have since hosted individuals and families from Pakistan, Myanmar, Sudan, Afghanistan, and Venezuela. And if you stop at the counter outside, you'll see a flyer that has information about all of the places that we've supported refugees. We've been able to do this with the support of officially recognized refugee resettlement organizations such as HIAS, Catholic Charities, and International Rescue Committee, and with local groups like the Westchester Jewish Coalition on Immigration, among others, but mostly because of the hands-on work of committed volunteers and an outpouring of financial support from the community. The need sometimes seems overwhelming. The United Nations High Commission for Refugees estimates that as of October 2023, there were more than 110 million displaced persons worldwide. And of these, about 36.5 million were categorized as refugees, that is, people who are seeking a safe haven after being forced to flee violence, persecution, and war. From the US perspective, individuals characterized as refugees have already applied for entry and have been vetted before their approval. But there are many others seeking help. Asylum seekers arrive in the US fleeing danger and persecution. Afghanis who worked for the US in Afghanistan can apply for special immigrant visas. Migrants whose home countries are considered unsafe can apply for temporary protected status, and that allows them the right to live and work in the United States for a period of time. No matter what their label, these individuals and families need assistance for food, shelter, education, employment, and legal support. They can all apply for formal refugee status, but there are no guarantees. So to the extent that we have the volunteering and financial resources, Neighbors for Refugees has and will continue to assist clients in all of these categories. As you'll see on the flyer that's outside, in 2023, Neighbors for Refugees helped resettle 28 families, 95 individuals, more than 40 children. We assisted in setting up an additional 27 apartments for families receiving assistance from other agencies. We provided 61 grants for food and housing, and our Road to Independence program helped 36 individuals with grants for skills training, equipment, and licenses needed for employment. Currently, we're working to place an extended family that came from Afghanistan, but came across the US southern border, having hiked all the way from Brazil, seeking asylum. They were bused to New York with other migrants, and they're now living in shelters in the city. We've been able to do this with the help of more than 90 volunteers and the financial support of individuals and institutions, local and across the New York metropolitan area. The work is challenging, but the rewards are many. We have shared experiences with like-minded, committed people. Our refugee clients become pay-it-back volunteers. The CDL license with tests taken in English by a Pashto speaker. Green cards, and our first client has now become a naturalized citizen. And now the great honor of this award from the Committee on Human Rights. So again, on behalf of the volunteers and clients of Neighbors for Refugees, many thanks.